It is the final, masterful stroke in the hardest and most famous classic of them all. 1.5 laps of the velodrome could be a last game of cat and mouse or a lap of honour in Paris Roubaix. For just one man a year, a Sunday in hell becomes heavenly. To win here is to be found the strongest, the sharpest, the most skillful. One man who knows what it is to win is 4-time champion Roger de Vlaeminck, and inCycle went to meet him as he revisited the home of his greatest victories.
I always started in Paris Roubaix with the thought that I would win. I took part 14 times, thinking I would win each time, but only managed it 4 times. I also finished second 4 times. In my head, I was always thinking about who would be second after me. I was always extremely confident. Paris-Roubaix is one of the 5 monuments. Winning one of these 5 is quite significant. There are other classics, such as the Tour of Flanders, Milan-San Remo, Tour of Lombardy, Liège-Bastogne-Liège. When you win one of these 5 monuments, you tend to feel more emotional. And also when Eddy Merckx finished second, I felt really happy. It felt good when someone else came second, but best of all, I preferred it when Eddy was runner-up. I actually don't know where the nickname Mr Paris Roubaix came from. It started after I'd won 4 times. Eddy Merckx won 3 times, Tom Boonen 4 times like me. However, I also finished second 4 times, which is more than Tom. That's why I'm still Mr Paris Roubaix, though this is not something that matters hugely to me. I rode with Francesco Moser for 2 years, and that was because of the money I was offered. However, the best cyclists shouldn't really be on the same team. The good ones need to stay away from one another and work for different teams, so they compete against each other rather than ride together. If you have good legs, it doesn't really matter. I always rode on the cobbles or on the pathways. However, if you have good legs, you don't feel anything. When you enter here, the stands are mostly full of Belgians. There are some French and others from various countries, but the Belgians dominate, as there are usually more at the front. Slightly less now, but still the Belgians dominate. The noise comes mostly from Belgian fans. Paris-Roubaix is special, but so is Liège-Bastogne-Liège, the Tour of Lombardy, the Tour of Flanders and Milan-San Remo. However, Roubaix on one occasion didn't finish here at all, and I didn't like that. As with San Remo, and what do they call it again? The Via Roma? So we must finish on the track here. If that doesn't happen, then the race loses half its appeal.
Is dan maar voor mij de helft. Ja, dat was een van mijn favoriete wedstrijden.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite races because I was also a cyclocross rider. I always felt very confident about winning because I had the advantage of also competing in cyclocross. However, I enjoyed all races. We wanted to win all 5 monuments. However, only 3 of us succeeded in doing this. You must have a strong head and strong legs. Those matter. When you enjoy doing something, you're going to be good at it.
Als je iets graag doet, dan kan je het ook goed. Dat is ja, er zijn minder specialisten, maar
there are fewer experts, though we have Cancellara, Stybar, Seppe van Mark, Van Avermaet. There are maybe 10 cyclists who can win.
10 riders die kunnen winnen. En vroeger waren er 20, 25.
Previously, there were 20 to 25 good riders, really good ones. I wanted to win everything, including the Tour de France, though I didn't manage it. Whenever we turned up at the start line, we set out to win the race. Now, they often claim to take part for training purposes. However, 40 years ago, Merckx, myself and the others on the team wanted to win all the time. In my opinion, Stybar is the best Paris-Roubaix rider, possibly after Cancellara. However, he's already 28 or 29 years old, and that's slightly too old. But I can see him win another couple of times, and he's certainly capable of that. You have to be very good. What matters most is that you're the best.